Hey, welcome to the Divine Intervention Podcast. As I keep saying before, check out the Instagram, the YouTube, and the TikTok, and maybe I'll do something on Facebook one day, but I haven't had time. But let's get to it. Today we are going to talk about student loans and how they affect people and how to kind of avoid them and what to do anyways for the future. So I'm gonna say with student loans, a lot of people give a lot of BS excuses, in my opinion. They say this and they say that. I don't know, and a lot of people don't have the opportunity and all that crap. Look, in today's day and age, there is no excuse. There is so much information out there. And I'm be real. If you can sit there and look up the newest Beyonce song and pay for the newest Beyonce concert, go to the Essence Festival, then you should be able to save up money for your kids' college tuition. So here's I'm gonna tell you how to do it, and it's gonna tick some people off, but it is what it is. Basically, it's simple. You have different types of investment accounts you can set up. You can do anything from like buying stocks. They have I mentioned in the last episode, you can buy like ETFs and set them up, or you can put money into a real estate REIT and buy real estate REITs or a trust that's trust in real estates. You can also open up accounts like a 529, or you can open up like a child savings, like a high yielding child savings account, or you can do a prepaid college tuition account through your local state. I know several states that offer that, which is a very good deal because you can have your child's tuition prepaid to where they don't take loans for like the first 5 years, which is your undergrad basically, which is pretty good. A lot of people say, oh, it costs a lot of money. No, it does not cost a lot of money. It's just money that you will sit there and spend anyways. Like, for example, like you can just put in like about maybe like $100 a month. That's $25 a week. You can put that in. And then by the time you put that in for each child, I recommend more, to be honest. I recommend more of like $50 a week, which if people can't afford $50 a week, then that means, hey, you're struggling really, really bad, or you mismanaging your money. And I'm going to say 99.9999% of the time you're mismanaging your money just because, $50 a week, that's probably the money you used to go and get your outfit to go out to this clubs, or well, it's not even an outfit anymore. So probably half an outfit or some tennis shoes, some expensive tennis shoes or whatnot, even the drinks at the bar, to be honest with you, or even just like a dinner date or something like that. So I feel like that shouldn't be no excuse or whatever for you not to put that towards your child, because that ultimately is the answer to this whole student loan crisis. And it starts with the parents. I honestly fault parents for not like putting the money and the time into their children. It's not hard to do. Like, you have to sacrifice in order to make sure the future does better, and the future of your children. So, like, especially this summer, I'm seeing people with kids, like people with 2-3 kids. I know they ain't got no college fund set up, but they are. I recorded this on, was it July 3rd? So they had a ball at the Essence Festival this past weekend. They got kids, and I know they ain't got no college funds set up. And my thing is, if you can go to the Essence Festival and spend all that money on the hotel and do all kind of whatnot, then you should be able to have money saved up for your kids' college tuition. There ain't no excuse. It's freaking sad, but it's the truth. A lot of people don't prioritize their kids. They prioritize themselves, which in my opinion makes you a shit parent. Excuse my cursing, but it was warranted there. Like, there's a lot of people who are like behind mentally. Like, they don't put their kids as a priority. Like some of them are old as I don't know what and have little kids, but they rather put their time and effort into going out and chasing all kind of whatnots in the streets instead of, being with their children and helping their children out and kind of develop them. So my thing is like put the money aside, invest it to where it'll grow for each child. And that way, hey, your kid to be set and you don't have to worry about it. Your child can make they money and be successful, because there's too many people walking around here with with 6-figure debts and working like 5-figure jobs and don't ever plan on paying the money back unless they die and they have life insurance to cover that, because that's how most people pay off their student loans anyways, is after they die it gets paid off. To me, if you're gonna go that route, then yeah, you're gonna have to get whole life insurance. But my opinion is you have to get whole life insurance on your life. That means you don't want to pay your bills anyways. Because term life is just fine. The benefits, it's marginal, I guess. I think a lot of people they argue where you can borrow money from your insurance policy, which is true. You can also borrow money from other forms and sources of investments too. And I recommend you just analyze whichever one is the most cost beneficial. So I just advise you do that wisely and get like a financial professional to look at each situation. But most of the time, paying for whole life insurance is not worth it, especially because by the time you get a certain age, all your bills are supposed to be paid for anyways, and you're supposed to just like live your life just to enjoy it and not have any bills. But yeah, with these school loans, like people who have them, my advice would be to manage them and also pay on like any other debt, pay on the principal. Like treat it like a car note. You want to pay as much of the principal off as you can, so you don't have to pay off much interest. So if you can make like multiple payments a month, then pay for it and be done. Also teach your kids like not to take out a whole bunch of loans if they have to go that route. Take out the minimum that they need, and that's it. Don't go taking out like loans or whatever to like buy cars and buy clothes and all that stuff. Honestly, your kid in college, they really can get around without a car. They go to the right college, and if they have to go off to college, then probably they may need a car. But in my opinion, if your kid's going off to college, it better be like on a scholarship and not just going off for having an experience, because that is also what kills people. Like this whole thing to where I had to go to college to get an experience and all that crap. Yeah, that crap is costing you your money and your future. And you have a lot of people who are struggling because they wanted that experience. And paying for experience does not pay your bills. I'm sorry. Like it is what it is. Like you can cry all you want about, well, I wanted to experience this and I needed this in my life. Well, you need that in your life, then you need to be broke in your life, because that's what's happening to you now. Like, damn that. Like, if I can rewind back the hands of time for my field, I would just go to online school and call it a day. I wouldn't even step foot on the campus. I wouldn't even care. I would just do that, and also just go and do Eventbrite and go to networking events, because that's all I really needed for my field. Because but I'm in IT security, so with that, I mean, the one thing I needed to learn was to network with people and understand different people. But my approach is I have to understand the business, so that's why I got my college thing and what I got it in, because I need to understand the business aspect behind a lot of these decisions that are being made. So my thing is, leading into this, is before you go to college, make sure you go to college that's the most economical but successful for you in your career and your future endeavors. And also make sure college to teach you some things that you can't get outside the classroom. There's a lot of colleges that don't provide you some real world experience. Like, there's a lot of colleges that don't teach you how to talk to every person in the world. and they don't really teach that. Like, I was fortunate enough to have like all types of people from different nationalities and cultures at my college. So therefore I can kind of relate to all kind of nationalities around the world. I'm just not stuck to like one particular group of people. I'm not obsessed with like, hey, I need to see people that look like me or what. No, I don't care. I need to see all types of people who don't look like me. I already know how to deal with the people who look like me. Most of the time I got to deal with them squarely. But the other people, I got to learn them. So I rather sit there and make sure I learn all the people around the world, especially because people who own and run stuff around the world right now, as you look on the back of your shirt, it's going to say either made in Korea, Taiwan, or China, Bangladesh. It's going to be made in some kind of Asian country. Your cell phone, flip that over. It's going to be either made in China, Korea, some type of Asian nation. What I'm trying to say is those are the people who you need to learn from. And then on top of that, like most of our medical things are coming from the Middle East. Like, so you need to learn how to communicate with those people and kind of get in with those people, because hey, those people have knowledge that you actually need. Like, so this thing about diversity or whatever, like the political diversity is going to get people messed up and backwards. The real diversity is actually knowing people from all types of land, all types of parts and countries and all that stuff and continents around the world. So that needs to be done. So my advice, if your college doesn't provide all that real diversity, I say just go to online school and do some networking events that has a lot of business or a lot of things that you need to do. I know with the professional courses and training routes in college, and also with the courses that are non-college but trade schools, they actually have a lot of those networking opportunities with different people in the field. Like, and that's another thing too. Like, some college ain't made for everybody. Like, some people are made to go into trades, and that's okay too. Like, I encourage people to go into trades if they don't care for college. Personally, college is not necessarily the place to where, hey, you got to go to make money and all that, because that's just simply not true. A lot of people will praise college and all that, but I'm going to tell you, like, hey, some of the most wealthiest people in the world, they don't have a college degree. They just had a good idea and some great people skills. And that is all it takes to make it. People skills and the idea. And you make that and you run with it. That's it. Like, even you can make money just by using your cell phone. So if you do that, and hey, college can't provide you all that. Honestly, school right now is not providing you all that. And I'm talking about elementary school and high school and all. They're not providing you with ways to make money. It is actually telling you how to be a good employee and telling you how to follow somebody, how to lead. Yeah, schools and elementary schools and all that. Then high schools, they're not really teaching you how to do that. I would say my high school, they did a little bit of it. We had entrepreneurship classes, and we had personal finance classes. I took both of them, and I say those are the best classes I ever taken. Like, I think they still offer it. So my recommendation is check your child's electives, and if they have it, make sure they take it, because this whole thing of people being illiterate and not understanding finances, they need to understand finances and all that, because it's very important, because it'll help with these school loans or whatnot, because they need to understand with school loans, you got to pay them things back. Like, it's nothing to play with. So yeah, anyway, I know this is long-winded, but hopefully you get something out of this. A lot of people, they need to be accountable parents, especially. Start saving money. Stop paying Beyonce and all these people money you should be using for your child's college education. Yeah, Essence Fest is cool, but going to Essence Fest is not being able to save money for your child's tuition because you wanted to see Juvenile or whatever perform that. Yeah, that's a crappy excuse, and you're a crappy parent. And that's kind of all I got to say about that. Y'all have a nice day, and hopefully y'all enjoy this, or y'all mad. I'm sorry. I'm not sorry I made y'all mad. I hope y'all just learn from this. Alrighty, I'm out.